Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac, this is Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky. Last episode we didn't actually get to do that much in the way of gameplay because we had a lot of cutscenes. Everyone in the guild knows about the big expedition coming up. We read Bidoof's diary. We bumped into the Koffing and the Zubat that we fought right at the beginning of the game. It turns out they're part of a group called Team Skull. And their leader is a Skuntank with bad attitude. We picked out a few jobs to do, but when we got down here we found out about Spinder's Cafe. Unfortunately, well, that ate up the entire episode, which means that we can actually go and check out Sunflora's diary now. Something is written here. This is Sunflora's diary. Should we sneak a peek? That silly Loudred. Oh my gosh, that silly Loudred. Ooh, he can be so absent-minded. Everyone knows that if you get totally wiped out in a dungeon, you lose some items and half your money. But of course, that silly Loudred forgets all about that and goes storming off into the dungeon. And that wound up making us both wipe out. So I got sent back to the guild too. Eek, so frustrating. Oh my gosh, I never ever want to go to a dungeon with Loudred again. P.S. 2 new kids joined the guild. I think they were called Ace and Ekam. Oh my gosh, they're both so adorable. Yippee! Lovely food. Tomorrow I'll be off exploring with Bidoof. That Bidoof is sure to wander needlessly, so I should stock up on lots of food. Oh, why do we need lots of food? Well, as you move around in a dungeon, you'll get hungry as your belly empties of food. If your belly gets empty, you'll get weaker and weaker until you faint. Oh my gosh, terrible. Bidoof is a little short on experience, so I'll back him up. Yes, I plan to write about how my exploration went with Bidoof. Now that really should be something to look forward to. Eek! Which again makes me think that someone might be peeking at my diary. Oh my gosh, how horrifying! Let's read more! I promised and now I'll deliver. Here's my report on exploring with Bidoof. Oh my gosh, I was amazed at how little Bidoof knew about exploring. An example, if an enemy stands beside you, pushing Y will make you face it. Easy, right? He didn't even know that! But all he needed was a little coaching. When I taught him, Bidoof picked things up quickly. It's not so bad after all. Oh my gosh! We got the job done too. Another fun day. Types and matchups. Oh my gosh, I had a nasty scare the other day. While exploring a dungeon, I was careless and took a hit from a fire type move. Silly me. I'm a grass type, so I ended up taking a lot of damage. Eek! I really should have explained what all this is about. As you know, Pokemon come in many types like fire and water. All moves have types too. The matchup between the attacking move's type and the defending Pokemon's type affects damage. As a grass type, I really should watch out for fire type moves. Knowing how types match up is so important. P.S. When I got into trouble because of all this, it was Loudred who saved me. Thank you, Loudred. That other time I yelled at him. I said, oh my gosh, Loudred, I never want to go exploring with you ever again. But, eek, am I ever sorry for saying that. I take back everything nasty I said. I wonder if he would go to a dungeon with me ever again. I think I'll go apologize to him sincerely tomorrow. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'm sorry, Loudred. I hope we can keep on being teammates. Shoot! So I don't know whether these were added for the exploration of Sky or if they were there in Time and Darkness. I honestly can't remember checking out the books in there. I can't remember that far back. I just don't play the old ones because Explorers of the Sky is the refined experience. There's a special episode about that, so basically we just gave away the entire thing. I might even have to... You know what? I was thinking that maybe I'd cancel out of it, but honestly too much bother. Spoilers. Shh! Anyway, I want to throw everything into storage that's precious before I go out dungeon crawling, because we are going back to Waterfall Cave. And it's for something I mentioned yesterday. Yesterday I talked about, hang on. Kangaskhan, take... Yeah, that should do. And is there anything interesting here? The guild is preparing for an expedition soon. Please do try to be chosen as their members. Welcome to the Kecleon shop. Nothing overly grabbing. Actually, I probably want that pink gummy. $1,050 Poke I need to come back with. The guild is going on an expedition soon, I hear. It has been a long time. Welcome to Kecleon Wares. Nothing interesting at the Wares shop. But yeah, I mentioned that I want to get a Pokemon from IQ Group B or IQ Group H. And the thing is, the earliest that we can get of either... Oh, deepest sorrow, you have no money! Yeah, I actually came here to withdraw some. It turns out that Waterfall Cave is the earliest we can get that. If we can recruit a Barboach, or Barboach, whichever you want. And then we immediately throw this to you. The reason I want those IQ groups is because they have, they can get the Nature Gifter skill. I feel like we've already talked to everyone in the area, so we should be fine for dialogue. But yeah, I'm going back to Waterfall Cave. Hopefully I can recruit a Barboach. Which is why I took Terry out of the party, because we're also taking an escort mission along with us. Your client joined the team. And I feel like I should also bring up the Wonder Mail generator again, because... oh boy, this might get a bit tricky with the Ace just jumping straight across the water like that. So the thing is that the Wonder Mail generator, I can use it to create any mission that I want. I can have it all tied to... yes, I want you. Nope. So this means I can make it a really easy mission, or I can create a whole line of missions in the latest dungeon to get lots and lots of explorer points. So I have that much control over what I pick. But then, on top of that, I can give myself any reward I want for these missions. So I can choose to give myself any item, like any item at all in the game. The super rare items that usually have really complicated trading quests? No problem. Or maybe I want to give myself a whole bunch of gummies? Oh yeah, can absolutely do that. Golden seeds that super level your Pokemon up? No worries whatsoever. And then on top of that, maybe I can also pick out any TM in the game that I want, so I can get all the moves that I could ever want. Or does I? Yeah. Blizzard, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, all of that perfectly viable. But then to top it all off is that I can also set up my I can also set up for the client to want to join after completion. And that's when we can absolutely break the game in half by giving ourselves, say, a Salamence partner. Or maybe a Garchomp, or really, the only things I think that can't be gotten are Pokemon that usually show up in events. Like, legendary Pokemon obviously aren't allowed. But apart from that, you're pretty free to pick out whatever you want with the Wonder Mail generators. Honestly, what I was thinking of was picking up a Baju since it's the right IQ group for what I want. Speaking of what I want, I should actually probably be skipping over all of this. Because we have an escort, I want to go straight, I should be going straight for the exit each time. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I sort of don't want to exploit the Wonder Mail generators and try and have a vanilla run, but at the same time, grinding up IQ is quite the pain. And we might just get bad RNG with missions that just never show up in the same place, or worse, we might end up with missions like that second Chingling Outlaw mission where it dumps us straight into a monster house so we've got no chance of completing it. Incidentally, when I do escort missions, I prefer to try and finagle it so that they're in the middle of the party, because Grimer is not part of the group setup that I want, but sure. Let's see. A female Grimer could be called... Griselda. Oh boy. Are you really going to camp me like that? Ooh, wait, it's a Barboach. That may have been a mistake because I actually need to be the one to defeat you to get the recruit chance, don't I? Well, that was a mistake. Let's help each other do well. I'm counting on you. The Totter Orb. I guess the upside of recruiting a Pokemon along the way is that now Griselda is sitting in the back protecting our escort client. Cherry Berry heals paralysis. Hang on. Others. Window. Top screen, controls, team stats, text log, map and team, job. Let's set it to the team stats. Ah yeah, that's much more productive. Now I can see that this Marchop is level 10 and Griselda is level 9, so he's not too badly leveled for this area. Well fine, if you're gonna be like that. Yeah, I don't need to antagonize another Surskit. It is worth pointing out that outlaw missions can actually be kind of sneaky. I've mentioned before, but there's multiple variations of them. So there's the basic, he's right there and will try to beat you up sort of mission. There's also ones where they'll flee and try to find the stairs and escape. Those ones tend to be Pokemon that have run away as their ability, so that makes sense. Oh, thank you for the blue gummy. There's the variant where he'll be spawned inside a monster house immediately, and that can be problematic. But I think there's also one more variation on top of that, and that one is, hang on. That variation is where they don't announce themselves. Instead, they'll pretend to be a regular Pokemon that's just camping out on that floor. And you will encounter them and keep hitting them and wonder, huh, this Pokemon is actually taking quite a few hits to go down. What's going on? And then you get to and then you defeat it and it says mission complete, and then you realize, oh, that's why. Well, Griselda's back to full health at least. No, we're still doing an escort mission. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Wonder Mail. I need to figure out exactly how much I want to exploit the Wonder Mail generator. I think it's also I've watched Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, and he talked about how eventually leveling up isn't going to give you any good stats and you have to use stat boost items, and the specific... I have run out of Ember uses, darn it. You know, I haven't explained how Smokescreen differs from the games. For Ace here, Mudslap reduces the target's accuracy by 1 level, so it is an actual debuff. Smokescreen is different. Afflicts the target enemy with Whiffer status condition. The Pokemon with Whiffer fails to deliver almost all of its moves. I think even moves like Swift are going to fail to hit, so it's quite punishing, but it's also very temporary. But yeah, I don't know, I had thoughts a while ago. I need gummies is the thing. I need to fill up the partner's IQ with gummies, and I need to fill up my own IQ with gummies, because there will be trouble otherwise. Checker Conroy also talked about how he found the AI for partners and party members. Oh, Scheisenheimer. Either I have to take these hits, or the escort takes these hits. This is a perfect example of what I was saying. We really need IQ so I can change my character. I can change the party member intelligence so that Ace here would go after the Surskit instead of just sit there and take it. Orange berries also don't boost your health gain like they did in DX. Only citrus berries do that. Something that I found very handy in something that's also very nice about DX is that they actually give you all the starter and partner Pokemon start off with moves to flesh out their ability set. This is actually getting kind of tense. And yeah, I need IQ on my partners so that I can tell them, do this or do that. I can give them go after the foes orders, and that'll have it, and have Ace charge people down, therefore blocking that rotten Surskit's Bubble Beam attack. Throw a stun seed at an enemy to stun it, making it unable to attack until it is attacked. Beware, eating it will stun you. So yeah, that's dangerous. Don't eat it even in an emergency where you need to fill up your belly, because then you'll just be locked in place until either attacked or your belly starts killing you. So yeah, I actually end up with worse belly condition than you had before. It's a bit hard to force Ace to be the last in the party like this. We should have continued down this route, then we'd have gotten there, no sweat, darn it. We've reached the destination floor. And there's the destination. We have virtually no chance of recruiting this Whiscash. And level 13. Just grab all the collectibles. And for good reason, there's a red gummy right there. And you just spawned out of nowhere, didn't you? Getting hungry. That's the 20 belly mark, so it's a bit closer to starvation than I'd like. But fortunately, we just completed our escort mission. I want to check one thing before we go. This is the final floor. We might as well stick around and see what we can get. Because after all, it's always possible we might get a Barboach out of this. Or a Whiscash, but I have very high doubts that Whiscash will stick around. It has a low recruitment rate because the idea is that you'd have to, The idea is that they make the evolved forms very unlikely to join, so instead you wait for the post game to evolve them and get them that way. Unfortunately, this also applies for Pokemon with baby forms, and those are kind of bad until you evolve them, or rather, they're really bad until you evolve them. Oh darn it. Ooh, yes! Yes, please, join us! Barbara joined Team Hardstar. Oh, one little extra tidbit I found out. Bows. The yellow bow, and really any of the bows that you get for your specific aura color, they will never be lost from fainting in a dungeon. They'll always stick to you, so that's very handy. Thank you for rescuing Chingling. To show my thanks, I want you to have my purple gummy. To show my thanks, I want you to have my silver gummy. To show my thanks, I want you to have my yellow gummy. We earned 20 points. Thank you for escorting me to Spinarak. To show my thanks, I want you to have my Roseberry. And we got 60 exploration points. We should get some sleep too. Let's make tomorrow another good day, Ekam. Good night. The next morning. Up and Adam! It's morning! Good morning, Ekam. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. I'm thinking about things to do to min-max with the IQ in the future. Ooh, this is gonna get messy.